Hello, everybody. We're gonna do some ghost stories. The first one is
The Whispers.
The Whispers from what? Who's that guy? That.
This isn't from the guide. This is just one I found on an app.
Okay.
12 terrifying ghost stories you shouldn't read alone. Okay, so I'll start out with The Whispers. Okay, this is a story I do not often tell. I promise sincerely that this has scarred me for life. And although I have looked into psychological explanations for what I heard and natural explanations from what occurred, they remain unsatisfactory. When I was a child, I was scared of the dark. I swore to my mother I heard voices in it. They were not evil, but they were not familiar, so they scared me. It was not uncommon in the middle of the night for me to wake up and hear whispers, as I would call them. When asking my mom, she figured there were just bumps in the night, and typical kids' nightmare material. I tried often to explain to her that it was more than that they sounded different from one another, the way people's voices do. On some nights, I would get so scared from these whispers that I would sleep in my mom's bed with her. It was also an added bonus that the bathroom was just directly outside of her bedroom door for my late night tinkles. I should add at this point that when walking to the hall to go to the bathroom, you look directly down the stairs that will lead you to my living room on the first floor, as my mom's bedroom was on the second floor. On one such night around Christmas, I awoke and felt the need to relieve myself. I walked out from the door and distinctly heard the phrase, "Look," and to astonishment, a red light, almost like a spotlight, was cast upon the wall at the very bottom of the stairs. The light had no other source. It was by itself, and I was transfixed by it. Being a little kid and it only being a few days from Christmas, I knew what this light was. It was Santa. How else could he get into my house to know I was being a good boy? I was so excited I began walking down the stairs to greet him, picking up my pace. After the second step, as it began to creep off the wall and fade into the darkness of my living room. That's when I heard him. A very strong masculine voice, different from the first, not at all like my father's. Not to say he isn't masculine, but just distinctly different. I said, "Stop right now, go back up." So it said, "Stop right now, go back up those stairs." I listened, turned around, and what happened next, I am unsure. I would believe if someone had told me the same story. After reaching the top of the stairs, I heard a very loud crash that sent me running into my mother's room, where I jumped straight under the covers and stayed there the whole night. When we woke the next morning, the poinsettia lights, little Christmas flower lights that glowed red, my mother had put on the railing down the stairs, were pulled straight to the bottom of the stairs. Some broken from what seemed like a forceful tear, laying in a single pile. The dry sink in my living room had fallen from the wall. My mother could not explain it. My father was worried he had been the victims of a home invasion. My sister was crying. There was nothing missing. Nobody had broken in. But there did not seem to be any reason that this happened. And then I saw it. I kept quiet about it. I was so afraid that I could not force the words out of my mouth. There, on the edge of the wooden dry sink, which had been facing up, were three identifications where the finish the wood had been worn. As if a forceful grip, something down there had grabbed it and threw it. That was what the bang was. I was mortified after that day. I never heard a single voice again. I do not like to imagine what was waiting downstairs for me that night, if it was anything at all, but I can tell you The reality was that something had physically acted upon two things in my house near the bottom of the stairwell. After this, I had never heard another whisper again, which is sad because in some ways I would have liked to thank the man, masculine energy, that had stopped me from going down those stairs. This happened to me when I was 7. I am 20 years old now, and because of this incident, I am still afraid of the dark, especially shadowy stairwells. That's terrifying. You're 7 years old and you hear a crash and a dude tell you to go back upstairs.
They were saving him, right?
Yeah, they were saving him because if he went down there, I wonder what would happen. The ghost probably picked him up and threw him against the wall. His little 7-year-old body spinning him like a lasso.
That's why the ghost was telling him to go back upstairs. So he was saving him.
Yeah, good ghost.
Yeah. So, Addie, you're gonna do what?
I think it was
Which one?
Granny's Revenge, that one.
Granny's Revenge.
Grandmama's Revenge.
Granny's Revenge.
That one sounds
6.
terrifying.
It sounds like
If I had to guess, it's someone waking up to see a grandma at the end of her bed holding a gigantic axe. Like, you never know what's in these stories.
You know how long this is, right?
no.
10 pages.
Oh, here, you want to read My Grandfather? Or you could read...
I want to read the crib shadow.
Okay,
I'm gonna read the crib shadow.
you can see it, right?
Okay, change spots. Grayson.
I can't wait. Okay, the crib shadow.
Start from the top.
I was babysitting my niece once while I was staying at my brother's place, and they had the baby camera set up so I could hear her on the little TV it came with. I was studying and starting dozing off when I heard some whispering and realized it was coming from the monitor. I initially thought it was some feedback or something, but when I looked at the TV, there was a dark shadow near my niece's crib. I've never been more terrified in my life. But the shadow was clearly there where it had not been before. I ran to my niece's room and looked around and saw nothing. But I took her the heck out of there. I went back to the TV and the shadow was clearly gone. I told my brother what happened and pulled me aside and told me not to mention it to my sister-in-law because she'll freak out. But he had seen that same thing several times now with the same whispering. They stayed in that house for about 4 more years. And when my niece was just learning to talk, she would tell her mom about her special friend. To this day, it scares the crap out of me. When they moved out, my brother told my niece had become inconsolably sad because she would miss her friend. Her mom would tell her she could bring him along, but all she would say was that he couldn't leave the house. We have never to this day told her about that dang shadow, and she apparently never saw it.
Oh, okay.
That is terrifying.
Well, there was cuss words in it too.
So the ghost was by the baby's crib.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the baby was like its friend.
It was his homie.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the baby thought that the shadow was its friend, and apparently he didn't see it.
That demon, I guarantee, is older than her.
Okay. Well, that's the stories for tonight.
I'm scarfed.
Let us know what you think about them. They were short and sweet.
Yeah.
They were short and sweet. And they're scary. Scary? Scared?
Yeah, scary.
Scared?
Mine was, yeah.
Okay.
I think we should do some of those Appalachian Mountain stories next time we do this.
When I said heck, crap, and dang, that was there was like cuss words there, and I had to just replace them.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah, like
I-
right here.
No. Don't.
Okay.
No. I should have read it before you read it, but I didn't. We were, before this, we were listening to the Appalachian.
It's Appalachian Mountain guy, it's some scary stories, that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like Appalachian Mountain stuff, the Dog Man, Legend of the Spearfinger Witch.
Yeah.
I seen one.
Is that the one that had
The long,
the nail,
sharp
long
finger?
nail, and they did it up through the ceiling?
Yeah, I tried to kill those people.
Yeah.
It was like some
How was
Indian.
How was
Ooh, I
the
saw-
nail that long?
It's
It's
a witch.
It's a witch.
Probably was put a spell on her fingers and went, "Halanga-tanga," and then just
Avada Kedavra.
Yeah, like
The
that.
finger goes out to the other side of the world.
And the one that we watched was about the wolf,
Yeah, the dog man, wolf man,
dog man,
wolf man.
and it. I can't say what happens because that would mess up.
Spoil it.
Yeah, that would spoil the story.
For you.
But we will be reading that. You guys want to come back in 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll make it in 2 weeks, right?
Yeah.
or maybe tomorrow if we have time.
Probably won't. I mean, maybe. You know.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
It all depends on what we have scheduled. I wanted to go out with you guys,
Yeah.
but
We
All
could
right.
stay an extra day, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Okay. Bye, guys.
okay.
Bye, besties.
Bye.
Subscribe.
Subscribe, like, and
Comment and turn on the notification bell.
yeah. And tell us what you like about these stories. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.